Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video. In today's video, I am going to cover my thoughts on future productivity trends. And this will be a fun one. And if you have any questions, comments, anything you want to discuss about productivity trends, upcoming productivity trends, please do comment it down below. I love a good discussion, but let's go over some of the trends I see coming. The first one is actually voice. I think voice notes, dictation, I think they will be popularized across many different applications. And I also think, and we already have like many new voice notes applications. And this is really good. I use voice notes a lot for journaling whenever I don't feel like sitting down and actually writing by hand, or right before I am going to sleep and I come up with one magical idea that I think will change everything. It never actually changes anything, but I believe it will. And just talking it out instead of having to just sit and write down my whole idea. So there are things like that. The question becomes like, will we have applications that have like full-fledged voice notes applications with AI chats and they function like real note-taking applications, or will we lean more towards the already existing applications having voice notes? Like I think Evernote is releasing or have released some sort of voice notes. My guess is that probably Notion and many of the others will do the same, unless like we go the other direction and the third direction, which is that these new like voice note applications, they actually integrate towards different note-taking apps like Notion, for example. So having a voice note application that actually integrates to Notion, so you can send all of your notes to Notion and use the AI chat capabilities inside of Notion, that is still a question we need to figure out. But I see that a couple of apps have actually added voice notes, so Reflect and Evernote mainly, but it will be exciting to see whether or not all the applications will add it themselves. But as of right now, I think if you want to use voice notes and you're not using either Reflect or Evernote, there are some good options out there. As I said, one of the major trends in the productivity space is actually voice notes, and this application does voice notes quite well, but there are a few applications that does voice notes. But this application, Audio Notes, has a couple of features that makes me like it a little more. It does transcription quite well, and it also allows you to give those notes a tag. But if you are a more traditional note taker and you prefer folders, it allows you to do that as well. You can see all of your notes and you can also see your folders right here. You can favorite your notes. You have an AI chat bot where you can talk to your notes. But probably the best part is the integrations. So this allows you to use another note-taking application as your main note-taking app, but send your notes from this application to your main note-taking app. That is probably the thing I love the most about this application. And also the fact that it has a WhatsApp integration, which you already may know that I love. This application has a bunch of features which I can't get into in a 2-minute ad spot, but this is an application I am really excited to collaborate with because of the way the application works, but mainly because of the two features that I love the most and that I haven't seen in many other note-taking apps: the WhatsApp integration, as well as the ability to send your notes into your main note-taking app. If you want to try out Audio Notes, I will leave a link to it down below. My next big prediction, I think things like Microsoft and Apple and these huge companies will actually be the main part of our productivity, or at least they will have a competitive edge when it comes to productivity. So for my day job, I live in the Microsoft ecosystem. When I get home, I live in the iOS Apple ecosystem. And even though I am a little angry at Apple for not providing me with new Apple AirPods Maxes, instead just adding new colors, even though I'm a little mad at them, I still think that with the amount of information Apple has when it comes to like how you've slept, if you have exercised, how good you feel, and you have seen this in like I think Aura Rings has something like that called readiness score. And with all of the information and the ability to like create something called a readiness score, Apple and Microsoft can become like the best best applications for productivity. Let's just do an example. So let's say that the Apple ecosystem could actually reschedule your tasks based on how you feel after a night of sleep, because it does track your sleep. It doesn't do it perfectly, but I am guessing that this will just get better and better. But my thoughts is that the Apple ecosystem can do things like that, or the Microsoft ecosystem or the Google ecosystem. It all depends on like what you have, but the idea is still the same. Having the ability to have artificial intelligence in combination with all of the tracking these applications do. I think the combination of those things can give Apple, Microsoft, Google a competitive edge when it comes to productivity. And then the question becomes whether or not they want to take a step towards that. I just watched the Apple Glow Time and some of the like features with Apple intelligence, and I still think that there is still a lot of things that need to be done until we are at that point, but I think we will at some point get there. Another thing that goes a little in the same direction is that I think that health and productivity applications will become more and more popular. So applications that combine health and productivity in some way. I think people are getting more and more concerned about their health, and they care more about their health in combination with productivity. I at least do myself, and some of these applications are like I call them mindful productivity applications, but things like Calm, which is a meditation app. We have Headspace. We have things like Endel, which is one I'm actually using, which uses sound to help you focus, concentrate, and relax. So things like that, I think, will become more and more popular, which is a good thing. I think that in the productivity space, we should care much more about our health and avoiding burnout and things like that. So that is a trend I am welcoming. The last one, which I've talked about many times before, is AI. So a lot of people jump applications a lot because a new application has a new set of features. One of the reasons for me jumping apps recently, or it hasn't been recently, but for a while I did it, was to find an application that did self-organizing and had some sort of AI chat. But I have figured out that, or at least I believe that every single note-taking application will have these two things. They will have self-organizing, and they will probably also have AI chats. It might not be a year from now, it might not be 5 years from now, but I think like in a 10-year perspective, even less, I would say 5 to 10 years, every single application will have that in one way or another, and more applications are adding it. So first we had like Mem AI, then we got things like Microsoft Copilot, which works across all of the Microsoft ecosystem, but we also got like Reflect with AI chats. Notion released their AI chat. ClickUp has an AI chat, and we are just getting more and more and more of these AI chats. So I think a lot of the AI chatbot applications that have recently released, I think all of them will just die, disappear, or get acquired, because I think the bigger note-taking applications, all of them will have some sort of AI in them. And most of them will have this chat interface where you can talk to your notes and get answers. So I think that will be huge, especially with the rise of AI and AI just getting better and better and better. I feel like there is no way you can get away with not having that specific feature. So in the future, I think that will be something every single application has. And that is some of my thoughts. I have a few more, like I can do a quick fire of a couple. I think calendar applications will die out, and I think that daily planner applications and to-do list applications with daily planner functionality will become the next big thing. So that is some of my thoughts on productivity for the upcoming years. Again, more of an entertainment style video where I talk about my thoughts, and if you have any, please do comment them down below. I love a good discussion, and we can't be sure what the future brings, but I just wanted to share some of my thoughts. As usual, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching.